Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Sunday, April 28th, 2024. This video is going to be a little more of a closer to a traditional type of tarot read. I know with the month changing in just a couple of days, going from April to May, it might be a really good time to just ask for some insights and information about what to expect in the month ahead for May 2024. And I thought I'd do just that. So there won't be a compilation for you to reference, or if there's no data points here, we're just simply going to ask the cards a question. And I'm doing it in a comparison style read that I hope most of you will find some value to, or at least something interesting about. Let me explain. I'm going to do a 10 card comparison drop. And the question is, what insights and information can we expect for May 2024? The top row is going to be for English-speaking countries. And I know there's dozens, if not more than 100 that don't speak English, but I'm figuring that most of my audience speaks English. One second, I got a tickle in my throat. I'll be right back. Thank you. To continue, the second row of 5 cards is going to be for America, the United States of America specifically. So we will be asking for some insights and information. The rows are going to be identical. At the end of reviewing those 2 rows, I'm going to get a 6th card, which will be unknown to us until we flip it over, that is just going to be a keep your focus on. Thought that might be kind of nice to do. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera. We'll get to it and find out what the universe wants us to know about May 2024. So I always try to give you kind of a heads up about what the content of the video will be about. And some people only want political things. Some people only want things that have to do with Mr. T. And some people don't care. They just want to listen to it all. So this way, if my topic of looking ahead for May 2024 doesn't interest you, you can use your valuable time to look at content that does interest you. No harm, no foul, right? Okay, now I'm not promising I won't have to stop the video again because I do have seasonal allergies and I try not to take any of the concoctions that are available in local stores and go for more natural type of ease of symptoms. So, but I promise you, I will never ever put a video up where I have stopped in the middle of working with the cards and laying them out, because I don't want there to be any doubt that I am as seeing them for the first time, just like you are. They are not manipulated in any way other than the universe. Okay, so again, top row is going to be for English-speaking countries. Bottom row is insights and information specific to the United States of America. Okay, English-speaking countries. The Hierophant shows up. Okay, then we have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. That's encouraging. Knight of Swords. And 9 of Swords. I want this row. Okay, now here in the United States, let's see what we've got to anticipate, folks. We have the Knight of Wands. 3 of Wands. 4 of Wands, lots of events going on apparently. The Sun, okay, both rows are looking pretty good for May. And the 8 of Swords. Let's go with the top row first. Again, English-speaking countries. Now, this is going to be what to expect. Card 1. Card 2 is going to clarify that a little more for us. Card 3, hidden influences. Card 4 is advice. And 5 is potential outcome, especially for those who heed that advice. Now, over here, the top card, this top 6 card will be keep your focus on for English-speaking countries, keep your focus on for US specific. Let's get to it. Okay, so English-speaking countries in general, You're going to have a lot of information coming out about, I would say, the royals with the Hierophant here, but it may also indicate the Pope. Definitely the Hierophant kind of indicates established, formerly powerful institutions and hierarchical type events. So with the Three of Pentacles here, it's talking about a firm foundation for whatever's going on here with them. In other words, what's happening with them is pretty well firmly established and going to move forward. So your events are going to be, your eyes looks like are going to be on some of the bigger players, not so much weather systems or things like that, natural disasters that, we could maybe anticipate, but it looks like it is going to, your focus is going to be on formerly, I say formerly, the formerly self-proclaimed elites, events happening with them all over the place. Hidden influence is Ace of Wands, which lets us know that it's a new beginning. So you may have some new beginnings, some improvement of situations here. That's really nice to see. Your advice is the Knight of Swords. And what I'm getting for that is that there's a lot of activity in the background that's helping make these changes possible for you. And the Knight is very competent. So you need to understand that events that are happening have happened according to, I hate to use the word plan because that word's been overused, but it has been strategized and it's well thought out. Now, working by himself, the Knight of Swords can kind of indicate some haste and being a little bit reckless, but with the Ace of Wands beside it, it tells me that those actions that are being taken are well considered. He's following directions well, which is one of the blessings of the Knight of Swords. And then your beautiful card here for number 5 about potential outcome. If you follow the advice here, just understanding that there are actions going on that are well thought out and considered that are causing these changes to come about, you'll realize that there's a lot less to worry about than you think there is. So that's what I'm getting so far for English-speaking countries in general. Looks like some changes happening high up the tree and high time too. And yeah, so that's kind of what I've got for you guys. Now let's move down to this bottom row, which is for the US specifically. Here in the US, we're going to be seeing a lot of events happen that tend to show that we are pushing forward into a new place in our existence. I don't mean to be too vague in general here, but the Knight of Wands is a card of energy and a sense of adventure, kind of brave. Again, if there's a little element of recklessness to the Knight of Swords, there's quite a bit to the Knight of Wands. But again, if they take direction well, it can be harnessed and used for good. These are often white hat cards we're looking at here when we look at our military cards in the wands and sword suits. So there is going to be some activity happening. It looks like, again, wands are our energy and it's fast moving type of energy. It doesn't take months and months to see a completion. So we're going to have some events happen in the United States that happen, again, not long drawn out. And all of them are going to serve to push us towards where we need to be. Hidden influences, again, beautiful card for our hidden influences in both rows. The Four of Wands, again, another 3 wands in a row here. The Four of Wands talks about a partnership, a loving partnership, where the needs and wants of each other are well considered. So again, events that we see, doesn't look like they're too troubling in nature, although we do know that as the cabal is going by, they're pulling out tricks still. That's something to just be aware of. But don't focus too much energy on it because we don't want to fuel it. I know that the events that do happen, that the changes that come upon us in May. And again, I'm not seeing any that really indicate too much yet beyond political changes. I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that we have worries to worry about on the health front or weather front or things like that. The changes that are going to be evident, again, well thought out. Now, card 4 is our advice card for the United States, and it's kind of a fun one. We just look at what this card says. This is a card that indicates joy and success and often indicates some new life. Nothing worrisome about this card ever. And as far as now for advice for the United States, first of all, focus on our little ones, okay? Keeping them safe and nurturing young, innocent life, definitely. And innocent also for our animal companions. So we're being advised to don't spend too much time focusing on world events or even, higher up in our political system. Focus on family, focus on growing things. Again, that grounding advice that we keep getting over and over again is very good, because the more we ground and enjoy our life, our gifts, our blessings, the more we have energy that can't go to those that feed off anxiety, worry, fear, things like that. So our advice again is going to be to focus on family. It is going to be the planting season in May, so plan your gardens. However you choose to get outside, get some sunshine. That's what we're being told to do here. Now, potential outcome if we do. It's going to seem like we're kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for big events to happen. But really, every time we incrementally add love and positivity and grounding energy to the United States, to ourselves, to our neighbors, to our community, we are part of that success and joy and changes that are happening along this ascension path that humanity and Earth itself is on. So I think both rows look like May is going to be, yes, eventful, absolutely, but not in a way that really needs to, even if they try to elicit anxiety and fear, it's not going to be successful. And again, so our outcome here is to understand, if you focus on joy and things like that, you're going to kind of constrain some of the hopes and fears, dreams of the shenanigans gang. And it may feel like you haven't done a whole lot, and it may not be easily to see that you've done a lot, but you really, really will have. Now, again, let's go back to what I said originally. And that was that the top row for English-speaking countries in general, and then the US Pacific. Card 6 here is keep your focus on. Okay, keep your focus on. The 10 of Swords is ending. So yeah, you're going to have some ending. Keep your eye on those endings that happen in English-speaking countries in general. Okay, there are some storylines that are going to be getting closure. Keep your focus on for the United States. We've got similar things here. Okay, first of all, just a nod that this card can indicate that there's still some obfuscation, some not transparency and what have you going on, but the moon card often indicates a passing, leaving the earthly plane for somebody. Now, they being other English-speaking countries, they've got the Hierophant here. So that tells them to look, like I said, higher up the food chain. We're just going to have some events or an event that is going to be in the public eye for a loss of life. But again, keep yourself grounded, enjoy your family, don't give it too much energy. And even though you don't think that's powerful, it is going to be powerful. It is going to put some additional constraints on those who do shenanigans and help us with our path. Let's recap. We just took a peek ahead with a little help from the universe on what to expect in May. The delineation was one row of cards would indicate English-speaking countries in general, and then the bottom row was for the United States Pacific. So for English-speaking countries in general, outside the United States, you had a Hierophant card show up. which lets me think if your country's involved with a monarchy type of situation, there is going to be a change happening. So it looked like that's kind of what to keep your eye on. The hidden influence, beautiful for you guys. Ace of Wands, in other words, no fear, they got it. It was long planned and kind of a card of success, even a creative success. Definitely a card of new beginnings, which is really nice to have. Your advice for other countries was the Knight of Wands. So that's telling us what you need to be doing is be prepared to discover some new truths, to stand firm in those truths. And again, know that each and every one of us is in some small way, part of changes that are happening to our reality. And if you follow that advice, you're going to find you have much less to worry about than the narrative would have you believe, or mainstream outlets, or what have you. So I'm not seeing anything like if you're hearing that there's this going to sweep the nation and they're developing a protocol for it, just don't worry about it. Well, we move on to the United States. And the United States, the situation for the United States, the Knight of Wands, just kind of letting us know there is some quiet military type of actions that are happening in the background. We have lots of wands. Wands don't take long to resolve, so this may be indicating that there's going to be something more in the first half of the month than the last half. And those things will help serve to move us towards along that path of restoring our nation and getting more in alignment with the light. The sun showed up for our advice card. So stay grounded, enjoy your family, plant if it's planting season, kind of put your energy in things that nurture and encourage life, not things that nurture and encourage fear, anxiety, what have you. In other words, turn that TV off. I know most people watch this are TV watchers, but ask yourself, is there something else I could be doing with my time or should be doing with my time? And if it is one that involves enjoying this gift of life, your family, whatever, go for it. Go for it. Then we had some assurance that if we follow that advice and don't put our energy where we're encouraged to put our energy, into anxiety type of newscasts, things like that, even the least of us is going to have some small effect on the changes that happen to us. So that was what we got with the read. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, which will be probably tomorrow, unless some big event happens in the next few hours. Well, and I'll pop back on if it does. I wish you, if you're willing to accept it, love, light, and everything bright.